Y'all, we playing until the ship goes down. Illinois, are you aware of this new law? I am on local news, CBS. Illinois legislation would allow non-U.S. citizens to become police officers. I wanted to get y'all take on this and see what y'all think about this because I'm thinking, is it to the point now that police officers are becoming in high demand? And I say this because a couple of years ago, I kept on reading all of these stories with these police, where they was turning in their badges because their wives were scared for their safety. And there was a police officer, he had arrested these guys or something, or was taunting these guys while he was on the clock. And he was later on out with his family, his kids and his wife at the mall or something. And they said that they bumped into the guys that he had been messing with or had arrested or whatever. And the guys, like, I don't know, I can't remember if they did anything to him, but they sure did approach him. And it scared the wife so bad that she wanted him to retire. And I'm always hearing all these other stories, about these police officers, getting shot, getting killed, or getting scared, or, getting into some type of fiasco where, they've been retiring. So could that be what's going on, that the police force is becoming so scarce that now, they opening up the bracket to everybody? Let's read and see what they say. Springfield, Illinois, a bill that would allow non-U.S. citizens to become police officers in Illinois is now on Gov. J.B. Pritzker's desk. Update. Gov. Pritzker signed the bill on July 28th. Federal law states that only U.S. citizens can serve as police officers and deputies. But Illinois Bill 3751 would change that for immigrants who are work eligible under federal law. The bill's sponsor called it natural progression. Now that some undocumented immigrants can become healthcare workers and military members, but an opponent claims giving non-citizens the right to arrest U.S. citizens would be breach of democracy. The bill has already been passed. They said, damn your democracy. The State House and Senate. So, what do y'all think about this here? Do y'all think it's fair that non-U.S. citizens would be able to arrest American citizens? Do y'all think that the force is becoming extinct? And another thing, that makes me feel like, I've been watching like where these police officers, they don't want you to call them, and squatters are able to squat on people's properties. I've had a couple of people tell me that they called the police because they had squatters, like on their rental properties, or in their countryside parts of their home and stuff, and said that the police was pretty much like, well, what do you want us to do? They can stay there. They don't have nowhere else to go. Where you want them to go? So with these laws, like I said before, they squatting in your yard and squatting in the backyard. Next day it'll be on your couch. So it's getting to the point where you can't even hardly call these police officers. Like, I remember something had happened with me a few years back. I say maybe about 5 years back or something. And I called the police and they told me that they wasn't, they no longer was coming out unless it was an emergency. If not, they'll do a police report over the phone. And we did the police report over the phone, and they gave me like a number for my case or whatever. And I was like, wow. So they don't come when you call them now, or when they come, they so late. Like the suspect or the person, they didn't did what they didn't did, and they didn't got away with it. They come in 3 and 4 hours after the fact. Now, like, they really don't want to be bothered, but they still getting the money. Yo, hold on right quick. Okay, they don't want to be bothered, but they still getting the money. Like, make it make sense. Like, so now they just getting paid to call and take a police report over the phone. Like, what happened to coming out getting fingerprints and, getting real thorough and taking the fingerprints and running them back through your database and getting back with me and say we got a matching fingerprint. This suspect is in our system. Like, last I knew, like I said, the last 5 or 6 years, it's been slowly changing to where, like, Americans are basically being violated. It ain't nothing they can do about it. So what do y'all think about this? Do y'all think this is a good thing? Do y'all think this is a bad thing? Do you think it's a fair thing? What are your do you think this is gonna help us? Do you think this is gonna hurt us? Like, what are your thoughts on this new law being passed in Illinois? And I'm wondering if this law gonna be passed in other places, or is it just that Illinois hurting so bad for police officers? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Chicago could use all the police officers that they could get, After a while, basically what it's heading to is every man for himself. That's, before it's all over, said, and done, it's going to be every man for himself. It's going to be pistols and guns and, cameras and security and trying your best to keep what you got and keep invaders off, It's getting worse and worse and worse, y'all. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Ain't nothing getting no better. What you think? I'm open to all comments and different perspectives. I'm basically just want to start a dialogue. Cool. Y'all have a nice night.